All right, so this is the spring suit. We're gonna have, I did one small, two mediums, and one large that is cut for you. It is a sheer mesh, reversible to this teal. The bottoms are a traditional reversible style. It's going to have 4 straps on one on each corner, which is then going to be tie sides. You're going to serge it inside out, which I will have them pinned already inside out. How I could tell they were inside out is there was more white, and you could see the back of the embroidery on this side. This is the front side, so it didn't have that back embroidering. It had, you see that little pink outline around the orange. So I will have them pinned already the correct way. The difference with this is this one's going to be reversible, normal, easy, inside out in one, put it in the other. So the crotch, after you do the straps, this one is different than what we've done before. So it is pinned correct side facing out, and we're not reversing this one. So I serged both edges. I leave the bottom open. I'm leaving the bottom open because I'm now going to pipe it. So I don't ever flip this one. Serge, serge, leave this open. We're only leaving that open because I'm going to pipe both edges, and then I'm going to fold it under for our strap tunnel. But we want to fold that under after we've piped the outside or binded the outside. And we're going to bind it with straps. So I'm already made straps for this one. I'm going to reverse it and show you. Next thing is you're going to determine the inside bust, which in this case it doesn't matter. They're the same. So I'm going to bind the inside bust first. And that is because the outside bind pipe is going to overlap that inside bust here and go over it. And then this is going to continue to be the strap. All right, I switched out my thread to match. We're going to do inside bust. And for this, we are going to do a zigzag because that's what's going to hold down the strap the best, because we don't have a cover stitch to do a double straight stitch. We're going to use the zigzag. As of right now, I have it on. The length is 3, the width is 3, the tension is at 4. I'm going to test that one out. The seam of this strap is going to be facing down, so the seam of where you serge the strap together, you want facing down onto that serged edge. You want this serged edge underneath the strap, not hanging out like that. You want pretty much the serged edge right underneath. So the tension was too tight on that, so I have to go in, clip that tension, and I'm going to fix it. I moved the width to 4 this time, tension down 3, and kept this at 3. I want my zigzags to be wider, so they cover the width of the strap. Once you've zigzagged the inner bust, we're going to cut that strap off, and now you're going to add the long strap starting down here. Start here, and you're going to zigzag stitch it to here, and then you're going to leave that long strap extended to tie behind the neck. We're coming up on the fork in the bikini, so your strap's going to cross over that first binding that you did for the inner bust, and then you're going to leave this strap extended. and you want about 15 inches extended. So when you're done here, measure the rest and make sure it's at least 15 inches so it has enough room to tie it behind the neck. Reverse stitch it. Here's the bust finished. This tension was a little bit tight over here. That's why it is curling up on me. This one looks better on this side. This is where I knotted it, reversed it, and then I left this 15 inches of strap. What I'm going to do now is fold it under. I could go ahead and serge this so it's tacked in place so the two layers are not jumping off of each other, or I could straight stitch it. In this case, I'm going to straight stitch it. After I straight stitch it, I am going to trim this excess, and then when I flip it upside down, I'm going to zigzag when I flip it over to make that tunnel for the strap. I'm going to zigzag over that straight stitch. Trimming so it's nice and straight when we flip it over.